Hey guys, it's Russ Howe, top GDI sponsor. In this video, I want to discuss finding a sponsor in Global Domains International. Not just how important it is, but also how to find a good sponsor. Because believe me, speaking from experience here, I might be successful now, but I've had my fair share of bad sponsors too. When I first started, I had the worst example of a sponsor, but it got me to where I am now because I learned. So hopefully this video is going to help you to just make the right kind of choices when you are looking for your own sponsor with a program like Global Domains, because it's a very, very powerful program. A lot of people make the mistake when looking for a sponsor of looking for the wrong reasons, okay? Believe me, the bad sponsors out there know that you're doing this and they cash in on it. It's exactly what happened to me 2 years ago when I was first starting out with GDI. What I mean by that is, if you're new to internet marketing and you're looking to get into a program like GDI, usually you're going to want to find someone who is offering the easiest route to success, right? I know that's certainly what I did when I was starting out. What I mean by that is just, you look for people who are making promises like, join my downline and I'll place sign-ups underneath you, or I'll give you a miracle system that's going to build your team for you on autopilot. Anything that's going to help you, because you might feel unsure as to where to go and what to do yourself. So you're going to try and join someone who seems like they know what they're doing. The bad part is, like I said, the bad sponsors out there know exactly what you're thinking on that front. So you will see a lot of guys out there making those type of claims. Our team's been very, very successful with GDI. As you can see, if you Google Russ Howe GDI, countless payment proofs of thousands of dollars, leaderboards and stuff. But we did that because we're good sponsors, and we try to differentiate ourselves from the guys who say the typical, join our downline and we'll make you rich and all that sort of nonsense. Anyone you see doing that, that is a telltale sign of a very bad sponsor in any program, not just GDI, anything, because they're trying to prey on your naivety. They're trying to prey on your desperation to change your life by saying, sign up with me and I'll make you rich. And they'll say anything, I'll guarantee 10K a month by this time next month. Because if you're in a bad situation, you're gonna have this feeling in your head, like, surely that can't be as good as it looks, but what if? And I would say about 70% of people wouldn't be able to resist that what if. So this guy ends up making a bit of money there, even though he's lying. And there's a lot of people that do that sort of thing in every single home business. That's something which caught me out. A lot of people know me now as a successful sponsor, and they ask how I got started and stuff before all the earnings, before the 5-figure income and the GDI World #2 and all that. I was just a regular guy that joined up under a guy that said, if you join me, I will explode your downline. And you know what? I fell for it because I was in a really bad mess when I first started out. And I figured, what? Maybe it won't work, but at least it gives us a light at the end of the tunnel if it does. I had to take the chance, and little did I know that guy was just basically trying to hit a bonus for himself. I never heard from him again. So when I'm looking for a sponsor, I don't look for who's making the biggest promises, because I know now, and hopefully this video is going to teach you through my mistakes and my journey to building a 5-figure online income, despite being just a dad, just a gym instructor, to hitting the heights of GDI World #2, just to show you anyone can do it. And hopefully you're going to learn from where I went wrong. When I'm looking for a sponsor, I avoid all those people now, because they're the people who aren't actually making any money. That's why they're saying nonsense things. It's because they're not very good marketers, so they just try and reel you in. They don't teach you anything. They don't teach you how to build your business, which is very important to do. So when I'm looking for a sponsor myself, the last 2 home businesses I've got involved in the past 12 months, 14 months, I've actually joined under 2 random struggling single mothers. You know why? Because when I decided I was going to change my life, I decided I'm going to be my own boss, right? So whoever I had as a sponsor wasn't that important to me, because I knew that I'd have to learn what I was doing. I'd have to make it happen. No one else is going to. And by joining one of those two ladies, the main thing I wanted to know is that I'm underneath someone who's actually as serious as me about changing their lives. That's a sponsor to me. Not someone who's going to tell me to join some other program in a month's time, or email my whole downline who I've worked hard to build and tell them to go join some of that next big thing. You know, I hate sponsors like that. I've had them. Pretty much everyone has. They exist everywhere. There's nothing worse than that sort of thing. There's just no loyalty, you don't feel like it. Go and talk to them, or you won't get an answer if you try to. So by joining into those two people, I knew that I was underneath people who not only possessed my determination, but were as serious as me and would help me if I ever needed it. Even if they didn't know the answer, they'd get back to me. And they'd go and find out the answer, because that's what I've always done to my downline. Don't be fooled by the big income. I am a normal guy, and being a good sponsor, to me, it's the easiest thing in the world. It's what you treat people how you wish you got treated yourself. So few people actually do it though. It's all just sort of money. They view people as statistics, I find, dollar signs. It's something that not only do I see still happening now, but like I say, it's happened to me personally. Hopefully this video has helped you just get a bit of a perspective. When you're looking for a sponsor in GDI, the worst thing you can do is to find whoever claims to be making the most money, or whoever claims they're going to put people under you, or you can get rich through zero effort. I mean, they'll be able to explain it all in their videos, make it very convincing, but the bottom line is these things never work with people like that, because they're just, it's money, money, money. It's no real training, no relationships are built, and if you're going to succeed in long-term business, change your entire future, you need it to be long-term. You need to treat it like a business, not just some gimmick where you're going to get rich quick. That's what I had to learn the hard way. I didn't get to where I am now from falling for fancy lines or miracle systems claiming they're going to do it all for me. It would be nice if they did, but unfortunately they don't, guys. So hopefully this video is going to help, just to put some perspective on it. GDI is awesome. It's really powerful, but only if you see it for what it is. It's a real business. Align yourself with people who treat it like a business, not just going on about how many thousands of dollars you're going to make for doing no work. That doesn't work. A lot of people ask me now, what, like the proudest moment since I got started. They ask me, what's the main moment I've had in my online career, if you want to call it that. And for me, there's a few different standout moments. Like I remember when I first hit GDI World number 2. To me, that was an achievement, because I'm a normal guy. I'm a gym instructor and a dad, and to get up there on the world leaderboards was quite something for me, particularly with how it all started and being misled. So it just showed a turnaround, showed me what you can do when you believe in yourself and when you get serious about changing your life. There's also first time I earned a lot of money. There's payment proofs out there now, like $1,000, $3,000, $4,000. But for me, the proudest moment was actually just the first time I earned money online that was not a lot of money, but just a sufficient amount so that I could take my son, who was 4 years old at the time, I could take him to the local fairground with money that I had made online in my spare time, because we had some tough financial times before I got started. It's actually the reason I got into online business, is because of our situation. Me and my son it wasn't looking good. We were struggling for the basics. Electricity, food, rent, that sort of stuff. So I started doing the online stuff, and the first time that I got just a little bit of money together that I had earned through GDI and a couple of other things I was doing back then, and I took him to the fairground, and just the look on his face, something that stayed with me forever. Money made online is sweeter than just getting paid from your job. I know, because I was doing both. Because you actually made it happen, and it's a great feeling, even though it wasn't a lot. Honestly, the look on my son's face was just, it's something that's going to stay with me forever. I felt awesome as a dad to be able to have just made that happen for him. And that's what my whole online venture is based around now, is stuff like that. You know, not just with me, but seeing other people get those kind of results. We've been successful in GDI now for 2 years, 2.5 years. We've used that program since January 2009. And just seeing other people go through that same thing, it makes it worthwhile. And you know what? Well, it wasn't really the point of this video when I was doing it, but I just got talking about my son. If you're serious about changing your life, all right, if you are really serious, you don't have to be a genius, but if you want to work GDI, if you want to check out the team, you can find me at russhowe.com. I just wanted to talk in this video really about GDI and watching out for bad sponsors and stuff, but you know what? If you are serious to change your life, I will help you. Absolutely help you. Tons of free help on our site. You can meet the team on there. Thanks very much for watching this video. I have to go and pick my son up from school, so I've got to cut this one short. Bye bye.